Hello, this is Gray Hughes. Today I'm going to do a video to dispel a couple myths. I don't believe Kenneka Jenkins was drugged at the party. And in a moment we'll take a look at the genesis of that. Okay, I also don't believe that, well, I know for sure that that is Kenneka Jenkins in the videos, right? And I'm going to show you how we know that, because the mother actually says that is her child. Okay, but you'll see that in this video. Now, before we get started on that, though, I'd like to say thank you to some donations. I got a PayPal donation from Audra Blankenship, and I also received Super Chat donations from Olivence A., Megan Johnson, Patricia M., Darrow M., Kelly Gray, Food, Clothing, Music, and Shelter, Chasing Truth, and Madeline West. All right? I really appreciate your donations. Okay, now right now we are going to take a look at the first video, one of the first videos out, the Thai video that got everybody worked up and everybody's assuming things are going on. And they assume that Kenneka is drugged by the girl who walks by her with a drink. All right, so let's take a look at that right now. And if you notice, you do hear that's Kenneka saying, "Happy birthday." So she says, "I'm going to give that to that girl over there." So there's Kenneka standing right there, right? And then the girl, she had bent over and then she still got the glass in her hand, and Kenneka's standing right there. And she walks by, and there's the girl in white right there, right now. She actually goes back to that chair where somebody was sitting. I think there was somebody really intoxicated or drunk over there, and she was giving that person water. She never handed anything to Kenneka, all right? So there's absolutely zero evidence on video or anything that anybody gave Kenneka a drug, okay? That's just not true when people say that. Now, I mean, here's the thing. It could be true that somebody gave her something at a different time at the party, but it's not on video, okay? Now, if she was drugged, it'll be pure luck that you're guessing that, other than the fact that they found Topiramate in her system. However, I believe that the Topiramate found in her system was something that the mother knew about and they knew about it, because it was actually regular use levels in her system. So if you notice, that girl keeps walking back to where that chair is, back in the corner there. All right, now let's take a look at the autopsy report itself. This is page 9 on the autopsy. If you look right here, it says Topiramate 3,000 nanograms. All right, then if you read down in the description area that was written by the medical examiner, it says Topiramate is an anticonvulsant drug with central nervous system depressant effects. The majority of epileptic patients taking 200 to 400 milligram Topiramate daily had a mean through serum Topiramate, so meaning the average in blood serum Topiramate concentrations between 2,400 and 8,000. So 3,000 is between that. And that means if she was given, let's say, 225 milligrams of Topiramate daily, it would build up to have 3,000 nanograms in her blood serum. Topiramate may also be used as a treatment for migraines, 25 to 100 milligrams daily, and to promote weight loss, 23 to 92 milligrams daily. However, 25 to 100 would not create this 3,000 level here, nor would the 23 to 92. So this would have been the epileptic seizure amount that she was given, which resulted in 3,000 nanograms per milliliter in her blood serum. All right, so what right now we have regular use levels of topiramate in her system at anticonvulsant prescription levels. Now let's take a look at what her mom said on the Chicago Morning TakeOver 107.5 WGCI.
You let my daughter wander off.
Exactly.
And this is a result of what happened.
Exactly.
Now, but from the videotapes, it does seem like your daughter was intoxicated. Was she drinking or was it pills? Do you agree that maybe she was under the influence in some way?
And it's the epileptic medicine too.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, can you explain that?
Now, see, from my understanding, as me speaking with the doctor, he stated to me that that level that they're trying to say, because I'm reaching out and asking,
Right.
And he stated to me that that's not even a level where you could be sloppy drunk as
Right now she's talking about the alcohol content.
though the video's saying, he said that's like a tipsy level. And the medication is not enough, strength to have her like this. So, which shows that she will have her, when.
You hear that? The medication strength. All right, so it sounds like she actually knew that this was a medication that Kenneka was taking in this interview right here. She doesn't refer to it as being drugs. She actually refers to it, well, the level of that, the medication wasn't that high. All right, and also just prior to that, the host said the anti-seizure medication. Now, this show right here was recorded on October 27th, and the Dr. Oz show was public on October 31st, but I think those shows are always recorded earlier. So it's possible that the Dr. Oz show was recorded prior to this, and she's referring to what Dr. Oz told her. Okay, that's a possibility, but let's listen to this again.
Now, but from the videotapes, it does seem like your daughter was intoxicated. Was she drinking or was it pills? Do you agree that maybe she was under the influence in some way?
And it's the epileptic medicine too.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, can you explain that?
Now, see, from my understanding, as me speaking with the doctor,
So is the doctor right there Dr. Oz? I don't know.
he stated to me that that level that they're trying to say, because I'm reaching out and asking,
Right.
And he stated to me that that's not even a level where you could be sloppy drunk as though the video's saying, he said that's like a tipsy level. And the medication is not enough, strength to have her like this.
See, the medication is not enough strength to have her like this. So it sounds like she's familiar with what the medication is. However, on the Dr. Oz show, she sounded like she'd never heard of it before.
So I looked into it a little bit, and just to be clear, Kenneka's blood level, her blood alcohol level, was 0.112. Let me show you this video again of her stumbling through the hall. Right? Some of you probably have had a little too much alcohol. 0.112 does not do this to you. That's not what 0.112 alcohol looks like. If topiramate was mixed with alcohol, but changes it. Because topiramate with alcohol can cause sleepiness, dizziness, slow motor skills, can blur your vision, you can pass out. Lots of things can happen that most folks would never know, and you're never supposed to put them together. So we also found it could be used off-label for weight loss. Your daughter looked very trim. Did she ever take weight loss pills like this?
No, she was trying to gain weight, if anything.
Sounds like she was denying it. And the lawyer said that they have no evidence she was prescribed that. Now, it could be that the doctor with patient-doctor privileges won't come out and say that she had a prescription of that. But I believe that she had taken topiramate regularly to build up that level. The half-life of topiramate, I guess, is 21 hours, and you'd have to have a lot put into your system to build up something like that in that short amount of time. I actually don't even know if that's possible, that within, from 2:30, when people claim she was given a drink that had it in it, to the time that she was walking around, to have that level in her system just doesn't seem likely. That was actually in her blood serum, because topiramate is one of those drugs that takes a while to build up to a level so that it's constantly there so that you wouldn't have seizures, for example. Okay, now I'm going to play a portion of the interview on the radio here, 107.5 WGCI, where Teresa clearly states that that is her daughter in the surveillance footage. So I wish people would stop saying, that's not even Kenneka, that's not even Kenneka, and what they're implying when they say that is that Teresa is part of some way bigger cover-up. And that's just not true at all, okay? That is her daughter that passed away in the freezer. Now let's take a look at this clip.
Floor, they might not have cameras all through the hotel, but entering and exiting the elevator, there are cameras.
But it is her on the camera because, like I said, so many conspiracy theories. Some people said that's not even her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe...
See, isn't that sad that this whole time there's still people saying, that's not even her on the video, that's not even her on the video. It's pure insanity, people. Look what the mother said. Yes, that's her.
Her on the video. You do believe it was your daughter on the video?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe they're saying that one part of the video when she's walking towards the refrigerator, that's her last time being shown on videotape? So do you believe she could have just literally walked in there and got locked into the freezer, and what they're saying to be true is she got locked into the freezer and she died because of the coldness? Do you think that could be true?
Well, see, we wouldn't even be sitting here today to guess it. It was the camera. As we went in there, if you could look at the video, me and my daughter, which is some of the parts what we did, as we went in there, I'm looking at my daughter, you know, and I looked in her face. She had a disgusted look on her face. That's an angry look, like, or somebody agitating her, you know, this type of look. So I'm looking, and then I asked them, I said, can I see the freezer? Because I work in the cafeteria. So you can't tell me that she walked in this freezer and couldn't get out, you know, because of our freezers. And not only that.
So I'm trying to figure out what she's saying. She's saying because she worked in a cafeteria with freezers, somehow Kenneka would then know how to get out. You also have to consider this. Even if Kenneka knew how to do it, she was in a state with the Topiramate and alcohol that she was completely unaware of anything, really, how to do things. She walked into the men's bathroom. She fell over stair rails that were right in front of her. Then she walks up the stairs, gets up the stairs, goes into the double doors, and then gets into the cooler door shut behind her. Then the freezer door definitely shuts and latches behind her. So when she's inside the freezer, she's absolutely intoxicated. The same person that you see stumbling around the hallways. And she just can't figure out how to get out. I imagine she tried twisting that handle. Okay, I don't know if Teresa ever told her how to get out of a freezer. Okay, but just the fact that you worked there doesn't mean she would know how to use it. All right, now let's take a look at one more video that Teresa put out. And this one pretty much says it all. And this is what I've believed since the beginning.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just want y'all to know my baby dead. Thank y'all. I thank y'all for y'all prayers, but my fucking baby is dead. But guess what? But God. It's okay. It's okay. And for the record, no, didn't nobody do nothing to her, y'all. Didn't nobody do nothing to her. Ain't nobody do nothing to her. She was left at the party. But didn't nobody set up or nothing. She was found at this hotel right here. In a freezer. In a freezer. My baby dead. Thank y'all once again. I love y'all. Peace.
And you see, that's it. That is the case in a nutshell right there. The thing is she was put in the hallway, and if you read the narratives, it says she was perhaps left there as long as 10 minutes, and that's a little too long to leave a friend out. But if they just dashed in to grab the phone and back out, that wouldn't be. And I've heard other accounts that it was quicker than 10 minutes. The thing is this is all just a tragic accident. She had Topiramate in her system. She was drinking Hennessy, apparently from the bottle and out of a cup. So you mix the two together and you get a very dangerous mix, and you become very intoxicated, and you see that on the video, the surveillance footage, as she's walking around. Okay, so I wanted to put this video out here and to set the record straight on some things. I believe, based on what I've seen, reading the Autopsy, watching the Thai video, and the radio interview, that Kenneka Jenkins took Topiramate regularly, and that's how it got built up in her system. Now, Kenneka was left outside of the hallway at the party for a few minutes for Munifa and Shamaya to find the keys and the cell phone. When they did that, Kenneka got on the elevator and went to the LL. She probably hit LL on accident and went all the way down to the lower levels, then exited the elevator down there and then wandered through the halls. She was very, very intoxicated. You see her sliding against the wall, stumbling around. She went into the men's bathroom. She fell over a stair rail. Then she caught herself. Then she left that, went upstairs, went into the cooler, then the freezer, and then tried to get out, but she couldn't figure out how to get out in her state. She probably got tired, curled up, and died due to hypothermia. It's absolutely tragic. But to me, the case seems really simple like that. There's been just so much stuff invented to create a hysteria and excitement that just really isn't true. And I find that to be pretty disturbing. There's so many videos out there, and so many people actually believe them. Yes, that was Kenneka Jenkins, and yes, she did die in the freezer due to hypothermia. Even Teresa's private autopsy said something very similar. It said there was no foul play involved. There was an article that had a still from the actual findings. Of course, when people found that, they didn't want to talk about it because it didn't fit their narrative. All right, so that's all I have for you this time. If you guys would like to like my videos, share them, subscribe, that would be great. I am going to move off of the Kenneka Jenkins case again. I just felt like it was getting out of control. Not to say that any videos I make do anything at all to keep that from happening. I just want the truth out instead of the alternative absolute nonsense. Oh, that wasn't Kenneka. The people that say there's 1,000 different layers, there isn't. Okay, there might be layers in the video you're analyzing, but none of you, I would say very few of you out there, took the time to download the exe files, then capture that video and work with that. Instead, what you're doing is you're downloading other people's YouTube videos, then analyzing, editing that, and you've already lost a ton. Okay, download the exe file and keep it at its original size, then screen capture it. And when I mean use a program like Snagit or something, it'll get a really good copy. Then you can look at it, and still that is a copy and it's being compressed again. So we do not get to have the original files. Okay, and as I said in the live video yesterday, you cannot edit the raw files because the VAST software does not recognize the file after you save an edited file back out to the exact same name with the same extension, because it loses the proprietary metadata that the VAST software needs to put the file in the correct location. Okay, so that's all I have for you this time. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, everybody, be safe out there.